really have to pay attention, because today we're going to show you what's working with our ads, what's not working with them. And if you have a desire to create your own business and maybe got your heart and you're constantly always thinking about being in business for yourself, whether it's an online course, whether you're looking at starting a product or a program, whatever the case is, but something that every single day you feel it inside of you, then we want to help you do that. My name is Kathy McReynolds, the founder of Bible Business Academy. And what we do is help you create your first or your best business in just 30 days online. So if you want to know more information about that before we dive into today's topic, make sure you go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com, BibleBusinessAcademy.com. Now, do me a favor, guys, as we always say, let's go ahead and share out this broadcast today. So I'm going to grab my phone and I want you to do the same. And let's get this, let me refresh it here. I always have it up and ready, and then we got to refresh it. So as you come on, let me know if you're catching this during the live or the replay, and also let me know exactly what type of business you have, where you're tuning in from, and what you would like to do. And have you had a business before? Have you ran ads to those business? Like, what is your past experience, and what is your biggest challenge? Drop all of those in the comments section for me. And, you know, as I say, grab a pen and paper and your favorite beverage, guys, and we're going to dive right into this training. I'm going to go ahead and get it shared out one more time here inside one of our groups, so that they can also see the exciting stuff that's going on. All right, well, we got that shared. Do you have your pen and paper handy? I'm going to, as I said, we just got Bible Business Academy started about a week in a couple days, 7, 8, 10 days ago. So I'm just going to share with you as we go through this process of how it's working, what's not working, and also we want to show you that whenever you start a business, I've been in business for myself for about 25 years. I've had lots of failures and lots of success. So actually more failures than success, because that's just the way it is. People think, oh, if they had that ideas inside of them, that they can just get it started and it's always going to work and it's always going to win. Not always the case. It's just like, I said, Moses wondered. I was talking to a friend yesterday. I'm like, Moses wondered, and he only got to look at, he wondered for 40 years and he only got to look at the promise. And you don't have to just look at it. You can actually achieve that by being obedient and by following the things that you need to follow, not only in your business, but also biblically. And that's why we have an added touch on here that we help you create your business the Bible way, the way God says that you should do it, putting him first and operating in a mission type way that you're loving on people and you're here to serve and help. And when you do that, the money will follow. So I'm going to go ahead over to this page and I'm going to share with you guys our ad campaign and what's working and what's not working inside this campaign. So you see, this is the last 14 days, November 17th through November 30th. And I'm just going to switch over here to yesterday. So when we go to yesterday is November 30th, 2020. And I love that we're sharing this because a year from now, we get to come back and we get to share what's happening. So just on yesterday, we got 18 leads in the business. So you see right here, it says 18. When you look down here, you see the number 18. Now, I'm going to come back and I'm going to change this to the last 14 days because we haven't even had it for 30 days. So over the last 14 days, we've gotten 75 leads. And so what does that mean? That means that people have put their information in and they want to know more about Bible Business Academy and if it can help them, because it's not about us. It's about they see something of value that can possibly help them. And we're just getting this started. So when you start your ads out, you're going through this phase of people learning about you. It's kind of like you put all your information in the GPS and the GPS has to calculate. Sometimes you have to reroute and go another direction. So part of what we actually teach you towards the end of the academy is how to set up your ads and find your target market. and market to them, cut them on, cut them off. And you don't even have to spend a lot of money in the beginning to do this. Like these are running, you see here, at $2 a day. So for $2 a day, we are getting these leads. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do is I'm going to prune, as we call it. We're going to go through and I'm going to take some off. And as you can see down here where I have off, 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 I've turned quite a few things off that weren't working, or I didn't like the cost that we were spending for the leads. Like you see here, this one right here, this audience, we did get 6 leads for that particular audience, but it was at $3 a lead, which is not bad. The program is $97, so it will pay for itself, but I may come back and turn that on. The reason why I turned it off is because instead of spending that $18 on that, I'd rather take that $18 and try new audiences, because the whole goal is to try between 50 to 100 audiences to find your best ones and then scale those up. So we run a lot of $2 audience. I would say $2 holla, right? We run a lot of $2 audience to see what is working. So like online home, people who look at for online business, that one didn't do anything. We didn't get any leads from there, and we spent $7, so it got turned off. Usually after 3 days, I'll turn them off. Sometimes after 1 or 2 days, because you'll start to see if they're working or not for you, and then sometimes they'll get stale. We don't have time to talk about stale, so you can see the Grant Cardone, we turned that off. We only have 1 lead on that. USA, I didn't really let that run, but for a second, and I'm like, nah, we're not going to even go there. We're going to stay more targeted. So when I look at this report over this time period, this was Marie Forleo's audience. We have 16 leads for that. So that was the very first one that we went to. And part of the research that you do on day 3 and 4 will help you to determine which audience that you're going to go to. And you just find people who are already winning. There's nothing new under the sun, and what's for you is for you. And you put your information right in front of them without cold calling, without going on Messenger and leaving a ton of messages. And there's nothing wrong with that. You got to do all of it until you have a system that's just on automation for you. And that's part of what we help you with. So what I'm going to do in here today, I'm going to look at, okay, so Les Brown, we got 9, Russell, we got 10, Tony, we got 11, Free Report Entrepreneurship, we only got 2 leads. So I'm going to go ahead and click that off. Now, as you see, it just turned off. So I turned that one off. That one right there, it was $250 a lead, and we spent $14.99. So it definitely was not worth the cost of that. So we went ahead and turned that one off. Let me move this out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here. It doesn't matter which one, as long as you have one active. I'll go to the Russell Brunson one, and we're going to go ahead to ad sets, and I'm going to click duplicate right there. So all this, once you get it set up, guys, it's pretty simple from there. So it says, I'm going to duplicate it in the original campaign. So I'm going to go ahead and hit duplicate there. And then I'll show you how we're going to add another audience. So we'll add 1 audience here for you today. So I go all the way down, and we're running a lead with the Bible Business Academy Pixel. This is not a dynamic creative, and we'll talk about that. And see, we're doing it at $2 a day. So I'm going to go down here to his audience right here. And you got to click that out of the way, and then we're going to hit edit. Okay. And you see Russell Brunson showed up there. And so I'm going to click edit here. And not there. I don't want to edit that. I want to edit the audience. I'm going to go up here and inside of Russell, down here. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go here, people who match interests, and we're going to hit edit. And then I'm going to let Facebook, just let Facebook, they make billions and billions of dollars. We're going to let them help us find those 50 to 100 audience. You just got to get the first few, like 7 to 10 of them, and they'll find the rest of them for you. So I'm going to hit suggestion right here, and you can see it comes up with names. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to just pick one. I don't know if I had Tony. Yeah, I did have him. So I'm going to go with Gary Vaynerchuk. So I got Gary Vaynerchuk here. I'm going to exit out Russell. And then I'm going to I just come up here. This is how I do it. And I highlight that name there, hit copy, and then I'm going to save this as new. Nothing else has changed besides the person that I'm showing it to. And then I just copy that, and we are, hold on, we're going to copy, and then we're going to paste. And so now I know that this audience is Gary Vaynerchuk, people age